that trill, that embellishment, dum, 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 you're not playing it right. Yeah, that's not the, yeah, that's right. But look, if you know how it goes, as soon as I tell you not right, you do it right. Why are you not doing this right by yourself? I mean, are you cheating yourself out of this on purpose? What's the...
I don't realize that it's wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe you're not paying attention then. I don't know. How can you not realize? I mean, the music is in front of you, isn't it? So if you see in 3 notes there and you playing 2, you cannot count to 3 or what? The music is there, right? Isn't this? Hmm? Well, what's happening is that you're playing, but practically your mind doesn't know what your fingers are doing. You are, of course, to check for each note you play. Each note you play, you need to see it in the music. And as soon as you find the note that's in the music and not in your fingers or the other way around, you should immediately stop and fix it. That's the whole point. If you're not doing this, you're like wasting your time. You're like going to store and back with empty bags. It's... Okay? Now, let's go from the beginning again. I think in general you're trying to do the right thing, but it's already not steady enough in many places. It's probably better than what it was before, but when you practice at home and it's not steady, you need to stop and go back and do it until it's steady before proceeding further. Because every time, I mean, it'll improve. If you keep going through this, everything will kind of improve in general. So places that are already steady will improve most, and places that are not steady will improve very little, and you're gonna end up with still unusable piece. Do you understand? So you not to do that. You are actually, as soon as you encounter a place that's not steady, you need to practice that place. Also, listen out for weak notes. Usually the ones that get very weak, because there is connection between finger strength and timing. As soon as you start playing something really, really kind of, light and weak, the timings will start falling through. It's like carrying something and then your fingers relax and it just falls out. So your notes in some places start falling out of your hands. Once more. I don't want it too loud, but it has to be more tense. It has to be somewhat tense, focused, like this. Not like this. Of course, I can do this, and I can even try to make it very steady. Left hand. And it's not gonna sound right ever. So I remember telling my student that sometimes playing light and quiet is harder than playing loud. It's like to carry something heavy and put it on a like let's imagine heavy glass bottle and put it on glass table. And to do it quietly, you actually need to use more force than just drop it. So to do it quietly, So your hands have to be strong on this, like more strong than they are now. Tell me, yeah, does this make sense? Listen for the sound change. Entire piano sound will change. If you do it right, it's gonna be like focus sound. If you don't do it wrong, it's like this. Yeah, that's better. But that, okay, that part was already uneven. Da, da, da. You did da, da, da. That's enough. That's already not good. Oh, how can that happen? I don't even know. No, it's still uneven. It's da, da, da. It's no. Now it's too early. Before it was too late. Hey, can you feel it? I'm telling you this. The point is not to torture you with this. This is kind of easy concept. So I'm just reminding you. When I say things have to be steady, it means every note, not steady in general, but more like every single note. So, what do you think? Can you do it? So let's go to actual issue of practice. How do you practice at home? Yeah, make sure you don't just play through. Okay? You are not to play through. You are to practice sections, different ways, each section. Okay? Does she like to play through the song like in big chunks? That's not good. Is that what she likes?
Every time when I ask her to check her notes and check what you said ask her to correct, she just feel like even I hear something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to check that. She just doesn't like it.
Okay, Chanran, I know. Look, I'm not mad at you. I'm talking so strong, in such a strong voice, because it's important. And we are doing this because we would like to help you. And we know that at your age, the entire world seems different. So we are living in a different world. That's why we are adults and you guys are children. So you live in your own world, we know. But still we will keep trying to help you and, you know, kind of things that we say and your mother says, you know, it's true. Let me tell you a story. Some story that I was just telling Neil. And story goes like this. It's about doing the right thing. For example, how something good can become bad, and why you really have to think while you practice. So I have a student, and I give him the piece that is kind of complex, just like her piece, and you're doing much better than the student. So student kind of learns the first page, So I tell him, you need to practice this amount of time every day. I showed him everything. But there are temptations. So he thought, it's okay, you know. I'm too tired, I don't have to practice tomorrow. So maybe the day after lesson he didn't practice. So he forgot half of the things I said because he didn't practice. The next day he felt bad, he couldn't remember, so he didn't really give it all the diligence. But he tried to make up, and he kind of learned the page with the mistakes. So he was supposed to make a step forward, right? But he kind of made a half step. So next lesson I said, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you have to do this. So he came home and again, temptations. He was like, I don't want to read music, and so I'll just play. So he play. Of course, he didn't fix the mistakes because all these little things are written in the music. So he can't remember them. If he could remember them, he would have already fixed it. So he didn't fix it. So, and his sight reading gets worse because he didn't learn the new page. So he made one step, half step back. Then I told him, okay, now you have to fix these mistakes and learn the new page. Otherwise, if you don't learn, you'll get even worse. Because your eyes will get unused to reading music. So he learned the second page, but because he was unable to fix mistakes on the first page, the second page also had all the same mistakes. So now he made another step backwards, And then he has a lot of work to do. Fix mistakes on the first page, fix mistakes on the second page. But all this time he has been playing through again and again, so he got so used to those mistakes, they become harder to fix. So he made another step backwards, So he started there, but now he's here. Now in order to play the song, he needs to fix all the mistakes on the first page, all the mistakes on the second page, and keep learning new music. But he was always taking half step back. So how is he going to make three steps forward? So eventually, when they give him one more page, he just breaks down and he cannot do it anymore because there are so many mistakes on the first three pages. So this is about temptation. This is about what you're supposed to do and reasons why I'm telling students to do it a certain way. If you do it another way, you're going to end up like 3 steps back. It's going to be 1 step forward and 2 steps back. What I said, does it make sense? So I guess what do we learn from this? I guess the things that need to be done, they really need to be done. There are no shortcuts. So he also thought he's not going to practice one day or he's just going to play from memory. He thought there are shortcuts. He thought, I'm just going to outsmart. But actually he dug a hole for himself and he couldn't get out. This story really happens pretty often. Especially the harder the piece is, the more tempting it is for them just not to do it right. But I don't think she has really this serious issues, but you can get in trouble if you don't do it right. Okay. I was also saying that you need to practice in small sections. If you take a section too big, you won't remember all these little things where one note, one note wasn't quite right, like da, da, da. I believe I already talked to you about this, but it's still not done because you don't pay attention. And you keep going, and after going through entire piece, yeah, you remember all the notes, but you don't remember all these little things. So you need to practice in small sections. Okay, you can pick how small sections are, probably line